This is Jeff with Shout Out Minnesota, and we are here with comedian TJ Miller.
I guess we start right when I put some peanut butter on my banana. Hello. Hi.
So, well, we're here at Mall of America House of Comedy. We made it. We made it here, and
in the very glamorous green room. This is one of the things that I love about comedy clubs is like you're really working in the service industry, and what I kind of love about it is I used to work in restaurants, not a lot of them, but yeah, I did all kinds of different things, radio show, and so it's fun to kind of work in a restaurant with people at a bar. I don't know, there's something I like about it. And then if you do a theater, it's kind of it's pretty stodgy. Everybody's union, like they just had a Bon Jovi tribute band come through. Tomorrow's the Nutcracker. It's kind of like, at least today's easy because it's just one guy with a microphone. With a club, we're moving drinks. So I'm a liquor salesman essentially, but I have a lot of fun doing it.
And
yeah, here we are, and we're inside the mall.
That's right. And you
sometimes you're here, you're having drinks, you're watching a show, and you forget that you're in a mall. But you and I are currently in a mall, the biggest mall.
Biggest mall of the Americas, right?
Yeah, that's
it. And I do appreciate you showing love to the servers too, because they do a hard, they work hard and everything. So
yeah, and it's weird. All it takes is just to remind the audience and say, just tip $5 more than you're going to. Don't say, well, it's 20%. I can leave them 65 cents over that.
Yeah.
Just put down, round up, and put down another $5 or $10 if you had a good time. And people seem to have had a good time. So
yeah, absolutely, it was busy tonight for sure. The early show. So. Along with being a comedian, you are also an actor and also a producer.
I like your Shout Out Minnesota shirt.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, you're not on camera, so I have to mention it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. So you're an actor as well, and you're also a producer, screenwriter too, as well.
Yes.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. I try and do every different type of comedy I can.
So how did you? Being a comedian, do you feel that it's a lot more easier in today's society, maybe than it was 10 or 15 years ago, to jump from a comedian stand-up role to maybe an acting role?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. I mean, the thing that I'm seeing that's really strange, I better put on a bucket hat, a bullet train bucket hat for this part of the interview. The thing that I've seen that's really strange is they'll take YouTube stars and they'll try and put them in movies and stuff or on a TV show or something, and it doesn't translate. And then they'll take huge comedians, right? Dane Cook was not a great example, but Joe Coy just had a movie Easter Sunday that came out. I love him. I'm friends with him. I used to do shows lately with him. He's hilarious. Such a nice dude. And I haven't seen the movie yet. But if a movie doesn't do great, I don't think it costs a lot, but it's maybe going to do $5 million this weekend. If it doesn't get word of mouth, then box office always goes down from the opening weekend. Sometimes it'll trend back up, but that's very rare. And so even if he is a good actor, it's going to be tough for him to be a movie star. There aren't a lot of movie stars. And opening a movie is like much more difficult than selling out Madison Square Garden because that's only 1 million people.
Right.
You start a movie, you're asking tens of millions of people to come out.
Yeah.
Worldwide, 100 million or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so I just saw Top Gun Maverick, and there's no stand-ups in that. There are no YouTube stars in that. There's only like born and bred, top to top actors, and it's actors, they're not comedians really. So no, I think that those things always remain fairly separate for most people. I think that I don't really do a lot. I'm not like a ham bone kind of guy. I'm very genuine on stage. You can tell, sort of on stage is who I am. And so I just kind of do that, but I change my voice. That's the trick to the whole thing. Weasel sounds different than Ehrlich sounds different than IROC sounds different than whatever. Yeah, I think that those things still remain pretty. It's just not a lot of comics that are. I mean, I don't know any other stand-up comics that have been in as many movies as I have. Can you think of any?
I think I
some of them are on television a lot.
I almost see sometimes maybe they go from an acting role to maybe a comedian role. That's happened too. I mean, I think more like the Saturday Night Live type of thing, you know, where they've gone into acting roles from that, and some of them.
Maybe they can, but who's done that successfully? Eddie Samberg couldn't do movies.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Look, television is amazing. YouTube is amazing. All of it's amazing as long as it's funny.
Right.
Make that very, very clear.
Exactly.
But like Samberg landed really well in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then did you see Palm Springs?
No, I did not. Yeah, I remember that, but I did not see it.
Excellent, and he's really become like a great actor. He's amazing in that. But outside of that, the only SNL person who's like gone to film since like Will Ferrell and stuff, Pete Davidson.
Right.
Pete Davidson, I think, is an excellent actor, and I can't wait to see him play roles that aren't just him playing his role. But you know, people say that about Will Ferrell. You could say that about me. I don't think that people. You can tell me if people say I'm playing myself in every single thing that I do. Right. But
you know, you kind of develop a confidence and everything as the more that you do. I would assume you get better with anything that you practice at or do more. So. But yeah, that's very interesting.
A screenwriting tip I'm doing right now. My buddy and I are writing a 4-quadrant. That's what I just saw at Top Gun. It's interesting that it's PG-13. We're writing a 4-quadrant movie, a Christmas movie, and part of it is set here in the Mall of America.
There you go. Hear that?
Where would the best Santa Claus work?
That's right. Mall of America, where we're at right now.
I heard yesterday that there is a famous Santa Claus at the Mall of America who's here every year, and some people think, is he really Santa Claus? So that's kind of part of the movie. I won't say more than that. We're trying to pitch it to the Russo brothers, and we're going to pitch it to Michael Bay pretty soon. So
hopefully that goes through. We'd like to see that. Favorite role?
It's so funny. You'd think that I would have this prepared.
And I cut you off guard. That's all right. That's right, because you get the honest answer.
That's what Shout Out Minnesota's all about.
That's right.
Minnesota.
That's right.
Shout Out's all about that. New questions. I think I liked. Office Christmas Party. I think that because that was so me. That time I really was just playing myself because I'm just a guy who wants everybody to be happy, and I'll kind of do whatever it takes to make that happen. And part of that is sometimes being the life of the party. Bucket hat.
There it is.
Bullet train. So yeah.
Going off base here a little bit, you mentioned in your act tonight about you have a line of peanut butter and hot sauce.
Shit, I don't have. You know what's hilarious? I have my own line of peanut butter, 3 different peanut butters. They're all amazing. I had some on television yesterday, and it's fucking amazing. It's toffee crispy. TJ Miller does not have a website.com. You can go and get what you need from there.
There you go.
I don't, in my rider, I have just regular peanut butter. Maybe it's because I'm kind of sick of my own peanut butter, but it's fantastic. And then I have a line of hot sauce called TJ's Choice. The peanut butter is called PB&J Peanut Butter. So yeah, you can get that on tjmiller.website.com. So that's pretty exciting too.
Fantastic. You're touring.
Yes.
How much of the tour you have left, and
I'm sort of touring in perpetuity. I acted for so long that I didn't get to do very much stand-up, and so apart from writing this film, and like I auditioned for something recently that made sense for me to audition for, but outside of that, it's time to really grind on the stand-up circuit, and so that's what I've been doing, kind of sort of touring in perpetuity. This is called the Philosophy Circus Tour. But here's the thing. I just filmed 2 stand-up specials, 2 completely separate hour specials in a 3-week period in April. And the first one, called the Pandemic Special, is going to be out soon. I think it's going to be out in October, and that's really great. It's
gotta check that out.
Really lightning. Some of the crowd work that you saw tonight, it's like that elevated because it's incredible. You gotta watch it. And then the next one is called the Philosophy Circus, and I'll start editing that once I drop this special, and that'll come out probably like 5 months later or something like that.
Yeah, you're a busy man.
Yeah,
very
sure.
busy.
Yeah, but those. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm building kind of a repertoire of specials. So there'll be the Pandemic Special, the Philosophy Circus, and then I'm filming another one in March called, actually TBD. I'm thinking about something called like Stripped Down or Weather Stripped. It's much more. It's much more autobiographical. So it's like stories and stuff like that. Yeah. This is not all for me, by the way. It's for my friends here.
This is where we need the hot sauce.
Right? You know what's funny? They are so nice to me here that in their tray,
there it is.
hot sauces. Also, the last time I was here was a long time ago, so you can tell how popular they are.
And
But that'll be good. Have you tried it?
no, I have not tried it. And and shout out to Brian too. He does a great job here at House of Comedy.
Brian's
I want to get
guy.
a shout out to him as well. So, but there you go. How do you get it? How do the fans get a hold of you? Social media wise,
Instagram is Teenage Millionaire. YouTube is TJ Miller, and then not TJ Miller on TikTok and Twitter, and then Facebook. Just use Google. Start getting into Google more. Yeah, and check out the Pandemic Special on my YouTube channel, and after that, Philosophy Circus. We'll see where that goes. Now I'm going to turn the camera around on you. Give it over. Give it. And you got to try the hot sauce.
Okay.
So what we've got here is all right. What we've got TJ's Choice Chipotle and TJ's Choice Extreme Gangster Heat. Are you a hot sauce guy?
Somewhat. I don't like it really hot, but
Okay, well these aren't that hot, but try the Chipotle smoke first.
okay. So I'll just grab
A
it.
little dab will do you on that. Yeah. There he goes. Let's see how much he's gonna go in on it. I like it. Okay.
There you go. All right.
We're excited.
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it.
How would you describe it?
It's got a really good kick to it, but
Yeah?
not an overly powerful kick where you're like running to try to grab some water.
That's the least
You know what
hot.
I mean?
That's Chipotle smoke.
Oh,
So could you
okay.
taste the smokiness?
Yes.
All right. Get into Extreme Gangster Heat. There you go. Throw some of that on. Show the ladies how you love it. Here we go. Let's see what he goes for on this. This one's mid-grade heat.
All right.
But I like hot sauce that's hot. You know, I don't like this. Here he goes. Let's see what it's all about.
I'm waiting for it to fire, and here it is.
And there it is.
And there it is.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you for trying. It's available on tjmillerdoesnothavewebsite.com. Let me shout you out, Coyle. Shout out Minnesota's About Minnesota. You're allowed to keep that tagline if you want to. That's your slogan. And thanks for the interview. I want to be Minnesota nice and give you a short Minnesota goodbye. So it's great hanging out with you. How are you feeling? Good?
Good. Absolutely great.
Cool.
I appreciate your time and everything. So.
I appreciate your time, man. It's not just about me, it's about you. You're actually giving me the opportunity, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, you don't have to thank me. Thank you, man. You're well. Actually, you know what? You're welcome, because I'm glad you had a good time, and thank you so much for coming and interviewing me.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
You taking off now?
I don't know.
Okay, well, hey, listen, stick around and see the next show.
All right. I think I might do that.
All right. Well, thank you for even considering it.
Thanks.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. All right, have a good night.
All right.
You as well. I'll see you in a little bit, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Whew, rainy one today, huh?